So
Yo! Here we are, back again.
Yeah, boy, it is the Dan and Dave podcast, episode 5,
Yeah.
relationship series part 2
Mm-hmm.
in a relationship.
This is going to be big.
Everyone's been waiting for this since 3 weeks ago
Yeah,
when we did our relationship part 1.
We've done a few little, I suppose, interluding episodes. Just a bit of like...
Break it up in case you didn't want to watch the relationship one. If you did, the time has come.
Yeah.
You're ready. You're waiting
And
eagerly on your seats.
In your opinion, what is the biggest one out of the three?
Huh?
Which part is the biggest one? The first, like the initial, the relationship, or the breakup? What's the most important bit to talk about on this podcast, do you think?
Oh, bro, honestly, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
The most important thing is probably making sure you get with the right person.
Yes.
And so you have the right mindset moving into a relationship.
Mm.
So I would say that's probably the most important. But the second most important is definitely this one. What to do when you're in a relationship, the different phases, what you can kind of expect to experience, and a little bit of advice or whatever for various things that could happen from us.
Anecdotal.
Yeah, I think.
Can we say we're professionals in this field?
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
We are not experts, relationship counselors, psychologists.
However, we are quite experienced.
We are experienced. Yeah. So,
right, are you
listen
ready
to us?
You ready to give out a warning, mate?
Yes, warning.
All right, volume warning in
T minus few seconds. Wait.
Yeah, all right.
We might burst your eardrums.
Yeah.
All right. So, turn your volume down now. My fucking ears,
I've
mate.
got a feeling, mate. I don't know if the microphone's still going to be recording after that.
I think it's all good.
Yeah.
You spilled beer on yours last time.
Yeah, it made no sound at all, mate.
So we're all good, okay?
Okay.
So,
one can hope.
What?
One can hope.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you said one more toke, which is what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, well, sometimes when you're really loud into microphones, they like fuck up and the sound cancellation kicks in, and then we'll be like whispering down the mic. But that's the price we pay. That's the price we pay for doing that, and we'll learn not to do it again.
Hopefully we talk and it realises this is the level.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm just checking the time so we don't massively overshoot, okay?
Okay, what's time now?
8:20. Okay, so, all right.
No, let's run this shit then. Let's do it. Get us into it, mate. We've got the notepad out, so you know it's serious.
Well, so the first thing we'll do is kind of events that you might experience in a relationship. Obviously, you might experience different events.
There are many events you can experience.
Yeah. You might not experience them in the right order or in the same order.
Yeah.
You might not experience them all. You might not get that far into a relationship before experiencing them, etc. But we'll do first kind of like events, a little bit of talk about that. And then following that, hopefully just a little few bits of just advice or little talking points about various things that could happen. Okay.
Yeah.
So first one is the honeymoon phase.
Some would claim the best part of the relationship.
I think undoubtedly it is.
I disagree.
Go for it.
I disagree in the sense that, like, I think if you think the honeymoon phase is the best bit where you're only just getting to know each other, then it's just not looking good for the relationship. Like, if you think the best phase is when you barely knew each other and you were just getting to know each other, and I guess in a sense, yes, it's amazing when you're like learning about each other and learning what sort of like makes you click and everything like that. But if it's still the best thing when you're like, if you go, say you go to 2 years down the relationship, 3 years down the relationship, you go, well, the best phase of my relationship was the honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's a sign of a poor relationship.
Okay, so I do agree with you.
Yeah.
Definitely, you should be striving for better in the relationship.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that's so special about the honeymoon phase is that it's almost like pure excitement.
The butterflies in the stomach.
It's like the purest emotion of it, because you're really excited to be spending the time with that person, and you're excited to be doing all these new things that you're doing with the person. And once you've been with them for a long time, some of that excitement, if not most of it, does wade. It does dissipate, and you start experiencing different emotions that aren't so pure and novel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you feel a lot more love, and say you go through things, and then you're building strong foundations, and you're having, I don't know, good times and stuff. But it's not quite as pure and idyllic and like romantic and stuff as it was when you were just getting to know each other in that honeymoon phase where you're just together, you know.
And part of that is the honeymoon phase. Is you still don't fully know if you've got them, if it's going to be a commitment. Whereas a couple of years down the line, so that side of it fades as well. It's not like I'm going to do something risky tonight to see if it works and stuff like that. I want to do something special. I want to do something, maybe the first kiss or something like that. The honeymoon phase, where it's like the first kiss or the first something.
The first everything's are
exactly.
Really exciting.
Yeah, and that's the first pulse kiss, racing.
The first time
you
have sex and stuff like it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah. So I see where you're coming from that.
Yeah, the firsts are sweet, and I think if you are in love and it's kind of like pure emotion like that, it is just sweet, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's sweet stuff.
No matter your age as well. That's the thing as well. You could be 50, 60 and still experience that, where you're like, I don't know, you find someone that's like, oh my god, I'm going to kiss this person for the first time, and even at 60, you're probably still there like, jeez, get a little race from my heart.
It's so inherent to our species, I think, these little things. Since we developed like sentience and consciousness, these little connections that we make with the ability to perceive them and think about them in such in-depth ways. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Yeah. With the right person, not with the wrong person.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you find the right person first, as we covered last time. Might be some relating back to the last one before. Yeah. So next, should we move on? I don't want to.
There are going to be some relations from the previous episode because it's a joint sort of.
It's the same series.
Yeah, it's a multi-episode thing.
Yeah. So next one, moving in together. Been in a relationship for a long time. Obviously, after the honeymoon phase, you have just like standard relationship for a bit, but that is fairly uneventful.
Yeah.
So these are like events that we're talking about. So, so moving in together could be one.
Okay. Wise words. Do not do this too fast.
Facts.
Do not move in too fast. And try not to rely on each other for a place to stay either. Like if your home life isn't great, don't look at your partner's home as a sort of way to get away from it, because what you take to them is
dependency.
Yeah, you take dependency and you ruin their freedom, and you can smother the relationship really easily in the early phases by moving in really quickly, and even later in the relationship as well. If you haven't got your own shit sorted, and then you move in and you're like, wow, this is comfy because I don't have to put up with the family or whatever it was going back in your old place. Say you got horrible tenants or horrible flatmates and stuff like that. You're like, I just want to live with you for a bit. It can easily become very, very smothered in your relationship. So moving in is a big commitment, a massive commitment that you have to have a long talk about, and both need to be in a very stable place before you even think about doing it.
I think you should develop a certain amount of love for someone and fully, kind of knowing them for a good amount of time, and really having an understanding that this is a good relationship, strong, before you think about moving in together and stuff like that. This is actually one of the kind of like latter advice bits where we can just cover that off now, is seeing each other too much. This can easily become a thing when you move in together. So you can really get on each other's tits, man. You can really get on each other's tits. Some things can, like living together is another ball game, bro, because like you see them at their best and worst on a daily basis. And then as well, it takes away when you don't have that absence makes the heart grow fonder. You're seeing each other all the time. It's like, what do you talk about sometimes? Do you know what I mean?
You get complacent, don't you? You find like, I mean, I'm guilty of it, where you just sit there and you're like, oh, should we just watch some TV? Just do some mundane things. You stop planning dates and stuff like that, because you're sort of like, I'm seeing you all the time. I'm giving you enough of my time. So you stop planning things around it. Instead of like where you said like the absence grows the heart fonder. If you spend more time apart, you're like, oh wow, we should plan some dates because we haven't seen each other. Let's do something special. Whereas if you're with each other constantly, that factor starts to dissipate a little bit. Not great. Don't do that either. Don't.
Yeah, and it also just like I said, like you just don't have as much to talk about. So this is why it would be very important to make sure you're in a relationship with, or you get into a relationship with someone who like you do get along with, and you can just talk about anything. You have things in common. Like it's not just how was your day? Oh I did this, I did that, and then it's like, okay, well now we have nothing to fucking talk about.
Yeah.
That can happen sometimes.
Yeah, it can.
And the little pet peeves that might come out about the house that you might not have been aware of because you didn't live with them.
Yep.
They might do something really fucking annoying.
Yep.
They might actually be a bit. You can have different ideas of what is messy.
Yes.
That is not good as well.
No.
You know.
And it's like balancing. It's also a balancing act of the housework, stuff like that as well. You know? You know, it might not be very balanced. You might be doing everything, or they might be doing everything. You know, and people get annoyed.
Yes.
People. It's like you said earlier. It's so easy to get annoyed at each other when you're constantly with each other, 24/7. You know, you go to bed with them, you wake up with them. You then, if you don't leave the house and it's raining or whatever, you're on a quiet one. You're then with each other all the time. You come back from work, you're with them. Yeah, there's no separation. There's no separation.
I think when you start living together, you should almost enter into like a verbal, ongoing contract where you both can sit down and agree the terms of the contract on an ongoing basis.
Yeah.
And so that you're both aware of who needs to be doing what workload in and outside of the house.
Be very forward with it.
Yeah. And you should always make sure you voice anything that you think to the other person immediately, rather than biting your tongue and letting things build, letting the resent build, etc. You should view it like, look, we live together. We have a contract of how we should keep this household and how we should act and treat this household. We need to discuss the terms of the contract and am I doing everything that I should be doing and could be doing, and are you doing everything that you should be doing and could be doing?
Yeah.
And then how do you feel about what I've been doing? Do you feel I'm doing enough, or do you think maybe we should swap certain things around? And
it's like a constant checkup, isn't it?
Yes.
There's no time frame of when you should do it. It's just when you feel it's right, and maybe something's annoyed you, or you don't feel something's quite right, or you're not equally sharing something. You bring it up. You say, like you said, being very vocal about it.
I think it's just sensible to view it almost like a contract rather than just willy-nilly fuck disaster.
Yeah.
I think that's not smart.
Don't go into it in an argumentative sort of like way.
Definitely
not. Go into it like a level-headed
This is one thing I really want to stress. When you're in a relationship, say right now me and you are in a relationship, okay? And we have a discussion, dispute, argument, say whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
A lot of people will do Dave versus Dan, me versus you, right?
Yeah.
What it needs to be is me and you versus the problem.
Yes.
If you go into like discussions, disputes, arguments with that mindset of it's not me versus you, it's us versus the problem, you will go a lot further than if you're just trying to win fucking arguments.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is one of the dumbest, immaturest.
Yeah.
You obviously don't want the relationship to work. You just want to win.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Part of it is dropping your ego.
Yeah,
Sometimes
because you care about the other person
you have
more.
to sacrifice your ego.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to sacrifice it and be like, look.
And your pride and all that stuff.
Yeah, you have to put it to the side.
It's like what you show your priorities. It's like, is my priority to win this argument and prove that I'm not doing things wrong, or is your priority to go, oh well, maybe there's something I could be doing better and work on this relationship because I care about the relationship more.
And that transfers into your partner feeling heard, feeling listened to, which is far more important than them feeling like, well, we spoke and he just took all the offense to it. And now we're in a more argumentative sort of state.
Yes,
listening is a very important thing in these situations.
I do agree.
Good.
And I like what you said about them feeling heard. You should always who did I hear say this? Probably Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Something like you should go into every conversation assuming that the other person has something to say that might benefit you.
Yeah, value out of the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. It was Jordan Peterson, I believe.
Yeah. So this is the same with discussions, disputes, and anything your partner brings to the table. You should make them feel heard, like you said, and actually listen to them as if they're saying something important.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about something, it can be you're passionate about, or your day or something. Would you rather have your partner not give a fuck, or be like, oh, I'm going to give you my time and attention?
Yeah. And you're not always gonna be like, you're not always gonna want to do it, and you may not. There may be in situations where you don't want to entertain it, and you're like, oh wow, this is kind of pointless. But give it a go before you fly off the handle. At least try. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it all comes back to what kind of relationship do you want?
Yeah.
From the first one, you should figure out what kind of relationship you want and what you want to be in, and if that is one where you want yourself and your partner to feel heard and you have that connection because you actually genuinely care about what they say, then you need to just do that. And as much as you can just get into your, I'm just complacent with doing whatever I'm doing, and I don't feel like it today. But it's like, don't drive little wedges in between the relationship, because the little wedges pile up.
Yes.
And there becomes a big gap in the end.
Yeah.
So it's like, you've got to try your best to, if you genuinely want this relationship to work, you've got to try your best to do your best consistently. So it's like an ongoing thing. Make sure you're not fucking up even little bits, because you can think, oh, it's only little, but enough of them, and there's a big degree of separation.
And this doesn't sound easy, and nobody said it's easy.
Yeah.
It's not like people. I think some people come into a relationship like, it's easy, and it's not. If you're looking for a long-term, committed, like life-changing relationship where you grow together, you don't just walk into it and like, it's all right. Just let it be what it be.
I think, to be honest, from me and my personal experience now, like what I've been through with relationships and breakups and stuff like that in the past, I think I will be so almost scared of doing anything that is bad or could contribute to the downfall of the relationship, that I will be very proactive. Yeah. Because what I've experienced has made me go, I really do not want to experience that kind of thing again. Yeah. And when I do find someone who is in the running, say, for a long-term relationship that I find I could be in one, for me, it's very much going to be, I'm going to be so proactive to the point I know I'm not fucking any of this up. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because, like I said, ideally, I would like my next relationship to be my last one. Yeah, yeah. Ideally. So...
No, I feel that.
So, from my experience, I definitely think I'm definitely going to be quite proactive in the do not do any little things to fuck it up. And if you do, rectify mistakes fast.
Yes, very fast, yeah.
Yeah. And even like noticing mistakes from the other person, just tell them straight away. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But nicely. In a like you said, you are together trying to attack the problem, not you're a dickhead and you piss me off and this has happened.
Yes, in a productive way.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, would you like to move on?
Yes.
Okay. So the next kind of event would be marriage. If you're looking to get married, or kind of like engagement, marriage, all this kind of stuff.
Now, obviously, we're not very well endowed in this area. I've never been married. You've never been married. So
I've never been married.
But we can give a general sort of how we feel about it.
Well, what it is as well.
Yeah,
obviously, you're so your relationship has got to a point where you feel that the commitment needs to get to another step, or you feel so much love for this person that you would like to express that love by showing your commitment even further. Yeah. Obviously, some people do it for tax reasons, etc. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think marriage is a beautiful thing.
I do.
Showing you're fully committed and fully love someone with all your heart. I think it's the end goal for me. Yeah. In a relationship.
I think some people, well, not a lot of people, maybe a lot of people do it for the wrong reasons, like you said, tax avoidance. And there's a lot of people who pull it out as a last result to save a relationship. It's like, they know it's on the rocks and stuff like that. It's like, right, let's get married. Yeah. And that's obviously not going to fix any problems like that.
Yeah. I'm very much on the opposite end of that. Yeah. I think if you decide you wanted to get married or something like that, and then bad things happen, just put it off.
Yeah.
See what happens first before you commit in that way.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
The proverb of the Chinese farmer. Just told Dave that earlier. Changed his outlook on life entirely.
Yeah, it was good.
Profound.
Profound.
So, look up the proverb of the Chinese farmer. I shouldn't go into it. Or maybe people would love to hear me go into it.
I'd say yes, but it could go on for a while.
It could go.
It's a bit of a divergence. Yeah. But look into it.
Look into it, yeah.
The Chinese farmer proverb. Yeah, honestly.
We'll change your life.
I can vouch for it. I was a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Dan said this proverb to me, and now I feel better. Yeah. Not 100%, but I feel better.
Honestly, just listening to this proverb of the Chinese farmer, it will change your outlook on life entirely. And it's something that I try and actively remember every day of my life. Yeah. Because it really changes your outlook of life. Yeah. Really, really beneficial.
I can see why.
Yeah. You can.
It's quite a. The proverb is quite a stoic sort of way of looking at life. which is good.
It is good.
No.
It do be good. So, marriage. Is there anything else we can say about marriage, man? That's crazy. We haven't said fuck all about it.
I mean, because we're not experienced it, are we? Really?
We're not
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Hopefully, you should get married with the idea of being with that person forever.
Yeah.
So you should not marry someone that you don't think you would be with them forever.
Yeah.
The divorce rates are quite high.
Isn't it something like 70% or some shit? It's like
no, it's 50%.
That's 1 in 2 people, mate. That's nuts.
Yeah, half of marriages fail.
Yeah, yeah.
But 80% of divorces are
couples.
instigated by women. So this is a fact. I'm not even commenting on it.
No, but that made me think, it's like, oh fuck. That's, and I guess they're just not happy in the marriage, are they?
Well, no, but one of the main reasons for it is typically on a psychological level, women tend to react based upon their emotions, and men tend to act based upon their thoughts and logic. This is not a one shoe fits all. Obviously, this is just typically based upon meta-analyses of psychological literature. Okay, again, not expert, but these are facts.
Yes,
this is not like
this
is not like disputable and like how you feel about it. It's just that this is fact.
Yeah, just look it up. It will say.
It will say.
It will say.
Yeah, the old Google.
Yes,
but it could probably be to do with that. But I believe, when you make a commitment, you should stick to it and honor it as best as you can, depending on, obviously, there is variables. Okay.
From what I know, any marriages I know, I don't know a lot of marriages, but like older, friends, like friends, mums and dads and stuff like that, they've all said the same sort of thing. That it's something you constantly work on. It's not you get married and then it's like, right, we're committed to forever and that's it.
Sunshine and daisies.
Yeah, it's like you have to.
It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Love is a choice, not a feeling.
Yeah,
love is a choice, not a feeling.
Part of it's a feeling.
People get that wrong.
Yeah, there are feelings towards it because it's like it's the whole chemical side of it. But
I know, but love in its purest form is a choice.
Yeah.
The feeling that you feel towards someone is a mixture of other emotions, but love is the choice to be with a person.
Yeah.
Even when things are bad.
Yeah.
That is what love is, I think. I don't know. There definitely is an emotional element.
Yeah.
Of love.
Yeah. I don't think it's as clear cut as like you have to force, because it almost gives an impression that you have to force a love.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
And you don't have to force a love. I mean, love. There should be a natural love, but then maybe when times are hard, you need to look at it logically and go, right. I love this person, and I know I love this person. However, I may not be feeling the chemical side of it, but if I think about it logically, this person is who I want to be with, and there is love there.
I kind of pretty much disagreed with myself after the words fell out of my mouth because I was like, I love my son, and I know there is an emotion behind that, and it's not a choice to be in his life. There is no choice. I love my son. There's nothing I can do to change that. I love you. Do you know what I mean? Mate. I love you with all my heart, mate. My brother. I've got love for you. I've got love for people I know. Yeah. But that is emotion for me. So I have changed my mind.
I like it.
But I do think
part of it
love can be a choice.
Yeah, it can be a choice. Yeah.
When things are tough. Right. Next stage. Kids.
You are more.
I am.
You are the knowledge book of this conversation, mate.
I am. Yeah. So at some point you might want to have kids. Various different things can happen when you have kids. That's another thing. Obviously, so I guess you would. Let's go for a little like start to finish, maybe. So, shall we?
So what from like conceiving all the way through? Something
like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do a little journey.
It won't take too long. So
yeah, that's right.
You've made a decision. You kind of want to have kids. You're now going off contraception and condoms, stuff like that. That is contraception.
Yes,
as well, isn't it?
I'm glad you labelled that.
Yeah.
Good.
And condoms.
The condoms, the pill.
Yeah, and you're doing what do they call wet bonding or something like that.
What?
There is a term. This is for people in like open relationships and polygamy and stuff like that. I don't fully understand it, but where the people that you have sex with without condoms, it's called something like the wet bonding.
Amazing.
Sex.
Okay.
Rather than no, you're not actually touching them with your parts. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
With a condom on and stuff.
Yeah.
Out of my zone of expertise.
So basically, skin to skin contact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But with your genitalia.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I got a lovely image in my head, mate.
Tangent.
Yeah.
Of
Brilliant.
what?
Just the thought of wet contact is just like, it's just a funny word, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it came out of my mouth, I was like, I'm not sure if this is right, but it sounds funny.
Yeah. I like that.
So, what was I saying? Right. So then, yeah, you're now having sex. No sleeping.
Just sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had sex.
Hopefully you're sleeping next to her as well.
Sleeping.
Hopefully you're sleeping.
Sex.
I hope you're sleeping next to her.
No sleeping.
Yeah.
Them. Could be a man or woman.
Them.
Or whatever, but this is not just for men. So if you're saying sleeping next to her, could be someone who wants to sleep next to a man.
Shout out to the lesbians, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the lesbos.
Right, carry on then.
Yes. So
yeah, sorry for the divergence. Yes, carry on.
So yeah, I guess obviously you can have trouble conceiving a child.
Yes.
That could be quite stressful. I guess you could go get tested, see like what low sperm count, high acidity in the woman, don't have enough eggs, tubes blocked, loads of different things. That can be obviously stressful. A lot of a toll on the relationship and on your emotions. I imagine it would be a very emotional time.
I think it breaks up quite a lot of relationships when like
it might.
I think the stress of it can really. Now, obviously, not an expert in this position at all. I literally have zero knowledge on this, but from what I've read about and heard, I've heard that, like you said, when you can't conceive a child and you're trying for months and months and months and even years sometimes, it can get to the point where you start to give up. You become exhausted because you go through like all the failures, maybe like IVF and stuff like that stops working.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and you start to feel hopeless in a way. And you're like, well, there's no children, and whether that's the man who can't give the child or the woman can't conceive the child, it can be stressful on both sides. And again, that's where the love has to come through. Maybe on the more logical side, you're like, right, this is tough, but I do love this person, and I'm going to.
Well, there's a reason that you want to have kids with that person to begin with, isn't it?
Exactly,
because you love them and you want to bring a kid in.
These are the things you have to remember when you're in these situations. Right?
Definitely. Yeah, but I imagine it's tough, and my heart goes out to people who can't have their own children.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
I imagine that would suck, to be honest. Well, if they want kids, but if they do, then heart goes out to them. It must be horrible. I haven't experienced that myself, but would suck. So yeah, you kind of, once you have conceived, you obviously do pregnancy tests one day. If you can, it'll be positive, and you'll be like, "Whoa, this is crazy!"
Wow,
it's a sensation. It's a sensation.
Profound.
It's
a sensation.
It is a sensation. Well, it is a sensation.
Yeah,
it's like it's a big one. You're like, holy shit, this is real life. Yeah, and it's exciting.
Yeah,
it's exciting as well. It's very exciting.
Are we going to talk about what about unplanned?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about unplanned?
That can happen if you're not sensible.
Yeah.
Yes, I wouldn't advocate unplanned pregnancy, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does, but
yeah,
I agree.
That's a bit of a dumb move. Speaking a little bit from experience.
Yes,
I had a kind of unplanned pregnancy.
You did, yes.
Changed my entire life.
Yes. So I suppose God's plan.
God's plan. I guess you got to trust the divine plan, bro.
Yeah.
What can you say? Can't talk about it too much. Like, well, do you want to keep it? Do you want to not? Regardless of what it is, it's going to change your life entirely.
Yeah.
What you decide to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to comment on my views on what you should do. Keep it, I think.
Yeah. You commented on your views, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I think you should. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's particularly admirable to get rid of your own child.
Controversial. If you're not using protection, and you conceive a child,
what was going to happen?
Obviously,
there are exceptions to this.
Yes, there are. Yeah.
Like people who didn't want to have sex with the person who's having sex with them. I'm not going to use the words.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But that big exception, obviously, all good. But if you were voluntarily having unprotected sex, dumb, your fault.
Yeah.
What else can you say?
Yeah.
Made your bed, you lie in it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then if you love that person anyway, then it's like, okay, well, you've got to change your life around and accommodate this now. This is what's happened. God's plan.
And for some people, that changes their lives in amazing ways. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Me.
My life's a hell of a lot better than it would have been.
Yeah.
Right now, my life is good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, prime example.
Got an amazing son. You know, in a good career. I am an amazing specimen of a man.
Yes.
No, I'm really joking. It made me, honestly, having a son made me change almost all of my bad habits.
Yeah.
Like instantly. Kind of got pregnant with him, give up, drinking for 2 years, quit smoking fags, moved on to vaping, eventually quit that fully for a year. Back on it now, obviously.
Yep.
But stopped biting my nails. My nails were like centimeters long.
Yeah.
Not very long at all. Stopped biting my nails. Haven't bit my nails for like years. Yeah. It was like an eye opener for me. Like, right, I want to not show my son bad habits.
Yeah.
Sort them out now.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm proactive.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah.
And that kicked off a lot of my proactivity, to be honest, as well. Because it's like, I can't sell my ass and do this shit.
Yeah. I remember when it first happened, mate. You were like, I got to make some changes.
Yeah.
Because you have to, don't you?
Yeah, for my son. If you care about your kids, you've got to sort your shit out.
Yeah,
now.
If you got back
now,
right fucking
now.
Yeah.
There's no time anymore.
No.
Sort your shit out now, because you're going to impart everything on them. They're going to be sponges absorbing everything, and they see you doing this dumb shit, bad habits. They're getting it.
Yeah.
Or they're going to think you're a dickhead.
Hopefully they think you're a dickhead, even at the age of like 4, mate.
Yeah.
My daddy's a dickhead.
Yeah. Well, not me personally.
No.
If you're doing dumb shit, I hope your kid thinks you're a dickhead, rather than does the same shit as you. And if they do the same shit as you, that's on you, and you are a dickhead.
That takes a very high level of awareness at a young age. But who knows? He might be like a god at chess or something by that age. So that's
my son will be.
Yes.
But
we've diverted.
Way too much.
Carry on.
Yeah, and you go in for scans. You know, you find out how the baby's doing. Sometimes you can go in for scans and stuff, and the baby's not doing well.
Yes.
The baby's not developing properly, and that is hard times.
Yeah.
Sometimes, obviously, they don't make it the full way through the pregnancy. That is hard times. Losing a child, hard. You know, even miscarriages or losing baby to complications or not developing properly. All these things are very tough. Experience speaking from as well.
I wasn't going to say it. I was going to let you say it.
Yeah, speaking from experience there. Very difficult time. Destroyed everything about my personality. Horrible experience. Wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy.
Yeah.
But I do wish bad things on bad people.
I'm glad you said that. Yes,
I do wish bad things on bad people. There are a lot of people I want to scream "fuck you" in their face to. But when you're talking about a child, they're developing wrong and all these things. That's not good for them, you know.
No.
And it's horrible. It brings in both parents and all this. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible for the whole extended family and all this stuff. It's horrible. Horrible times. You just got to find some way to get through it. To be honest.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you can say.
Yeah.
Time. Is it a great healer? With time.
As long as you're proactive in that time as well.
Yeah, I mean, with time, the intensity of the emotion dissipates. Okay, it does heal you as much as it can.
Yeah.
But things happen. You just got to find a way to move on with your life. As tough as that sounds, your life has not ended. Your life continues. You have to find a way to make it meaningful and carry on.
Yeah.
That's all you can say about that.
Yeah.
But if things go to plan, you have a few scans. Amazing. You develop. The baby develops perfectly. Amazing. And then maybe you'll go to some classes. Learn about how to be a parent, what to do in childbirth and all that stuff. Childbirth. Boom.
Yeah.
Crazy experience. Yeah. Fucking crazy experience.
I can imagine, mate. I mean,
Yeah. Shall I say it again? I know we said it on the last one, but it was a holy shit, what the fuck moment for me when it was not so much of like a, oh my god, my baby's been born. It was like a whoa, shit.
Not a euphoria moment at the time. Then
it was afterwards. Obviously.
Yeah, afterwards, yes. But
obviously, when it sunk in, at the time, so much adrenaline.
Yeah, I can fucking imagine.
It was intense, mate. It was fucking scary, mate.
Would you use the word gnarly, mate?
Gnarly,
Was
bro.
it fucking gnarly?
Yeah,
that's how it is. Fucking gnarly, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was gnarly. It's a gnarly experience.
Yeah.
But then obviously you have a kid in the world, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to talk about the whole developmental stage of having a kid, but after that, do the best you can be to be the best parent you can be, etc. Hopefully you've got two loving people that really love each other, really put lots of time, effort into the relationship, making that solid, and into the kid developing that properly as well.
Yes.
Having a kid is a big toll on a relationship. A big toll, because you are very fucking tired when they're a newborn.
Yeah.
They get very little sleep. They want to be woken up all the time for fucking milk. You get no sleep for months.
Yeah.
It is intense.
Would you say there's a lot of compromising in that stage of the relationship?
Oh, there's a lot of everything, mate.
Yeah.
It's not an easy time, and there's a massive toll on the relationship. What you got to do is try to prioritize the relationship as well, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, the kid takes main priority, making sure the kid is all good.
Yeah.
But you need to try and be as good to your partner as you can, and still show love to the partner, and still do all these things that make the relationship worthwhile. Because if you don't, it's not good. Not going to be good. So you gotta do your best, even though you're fucking sleep deprived. You gotta just show as much love as you can, because we're only on this planet for a little bit of time.
And hopefully you're in it together. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully you're both pulling your weight.
Facts.
And you're in it together. And you need to realise this. You're in it together, and if you ever feel you've lost hope in a sense about the relationships, maybe go down the pan or whatever, you need to dig deep and realise why this is all the way it is. You know, you have a kid together. You want to be together for your kid, and you know this person hopefully is the future of you and your child. So you need to dig deep, and yeah, it may be hard, but you need to push through it. You need to push through it.
Facts. Obviously, there are some cases where the partner is not the right fit for you at all.
Yes.
Okay.
And it probably sucks finding out after. Like, you just had a kid together. Oh, it's not the right match.
Yeah, speaking from experience.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Ideally, you want to be with someone who is the right match and is going to be with you for your entire life.
Yes.
And then you have kids with them, and then it will be amazing to be in that situation.
I'm getting butterflies thinking about it, mate.
I do, even still.
Yeah.
But things happen in life. Move on, be proactive, get the life you want. Don't just poopy pants. Oh, things didn't work out.
The pain.
No. Always chase that life you want.
Yeah.
Facts.
In the wise words of
Dan Rowe, be proactive, not reactive.
Chase the bag.
Every single rapper is right. Next one before we take too long. This is a big one. This can happen at any stage in a relationship.
I'm ready.
Do you want to say it?
I don't know what it is.
Cheating.
Okay. Should we clear the air first?
What do you mean? You speak, I will.
I've cheated in the past.
I have cheated in the past.
Yeah, okay. Air cleared.
Right. I will say something.
Yeah.
I think anyone who cheats is despicable.
Yes.
And it is filth. It is degenerate, disgusting, haram.
Haram.
Okay? It's not good for anyone involved. Whether you're the person who's been cheated on or you're the person who has cheated, it is not good.
Yeah.
It is bad news. There are some people who can cheat and not feel anything, and I think, fucking hell, your soul is too far gone to hell now. You do need to connect to heaven, or
you need
connect
help.
to your goodness.
Yeah.
Because it's horrible. From experience, being someone who's I mean, bro, I cheated when I was fucking in my young teen years. I haven't cheated as an adult. Okay. I was still developing as a person a lot. So obviously there's no excuses. It's despicable.
Yeah.
I repent for my sins.
Yes.
But it sucked. To be honest, the whole situation sucked. Not good. My main philosophy of it is there is no situation ever where you should cheat, because if you feel like you want to or are going to, end the relationship right now.
Yeah.
Because cheating is something that shouldn't even exist.
No.
Because morally, if you feel like you want to or are going to, end the relationship.
You're not in the right relationship.
No, but just end it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to cheat.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't be in this relationship if you want to or are going to. You should be not in a relationship.
Yeah. You got a lot of self-development to look into.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, mate?
What do I think?
You can comment.
I think just don't fucking do it. Like, don't do it. Just don't. I can't put it any more simpler than that. I mean,
don't do
it. It's one of the. It's single-handedly going to be the worst decision you'll make in your life. One of them. It's up there.
It's up there.
It's up there. If you're with someone,
I don't know about the worst. Yeah. But it's
well, if you're with someone who you actually think could be one of the people for you for the rest of your life, and then you fuck it up and cheat, you are never gonna be able to let go of that ever. Also, getting cheated on, these are things that you are never going to be able to let go of, and it will take years and years and years and years for you to go through self-development, and you will have to. There will be so much you need to fix before you're even ready to consider a new relationship. So just don't. Just don't.
It's also difficult to actually consider sometimes the impact that's going to have on the person you're cheating on.
Yes.
And when you experience it, no.
Yeah. Well, here's one.
Horrendous, especially if you do care about the person.
Yeah. If you
horrible.
Here's one. If you know that when you get inebriated on any sort of intoxicant, alcohol, drugs, anything like that, you lose some form of. Well, I mean, it hinders your cognitive ability anyway. And you find yourself having these thoughts. Cut it out immediately, because this is not.
Sorry to interject so abruptly, but there's two possible things to do here. It's either you're not in the right relationship, and you should stop it and pursue whatever meaningless hedonism you want to, or like you say, just don't drink. If you actually want to be in this relationship, you can see them being together. You need to stop, or whatever intoxicant it is. Stop that. Which is more important to you, the intoxicant or the relationship?
Yeah, that's what you have to decide.
And actually figure that out.
Yeah. Work it out. Yeah, that's all I got to say on it.
Yeah. Okay. Good shit. Yeah. So, obviously, it would be horrible being cheated on if you're married with kids, all this stuff. I personally think you can't come back from cheating ever.
No.
I don't think you can come back from cheating at all. I think it's utterly pointless to even entertain it.
It's a really hard reality to accept that it will always be in the back of people's heads. Whether you've been cheated on or you're a cheater, it's always going to be there, no matter what. No, the amount of apologising and everything like that. Now, hear me out. You can, through a long time, build around it. You can. But you'll be lucky if getting to that point, it isn't broken up from the damage you've done. Yeah. Like you'd
be lucky, but it would never, ever be the same again.
No, it wouldn't.
It would forever be damaged, and you're always going to be living in a damaged relationship.
Think about that.
If you can manage it.
If you are ready to commit to this person for the rest of your life, if you cheat on this person, you have fucked it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You fucked it. And you got to accept that you fucked it. Or if you've been cheated on, it's fucked. You got to understand it's fucked.
Yeah, my honest advice, if you get cheated on, just simply don't bother. Don't bother trying to work for it. I honestly think don't bother, because it's just doomed. I honestly think it's doomed. This is a harsh reality. It's doomed. If you get cheated on, that was not the one.
No.
That's it.
No.
End of.
No.
Doom.
Fucking doom, mate.
Yeah. I don't know if you can tell, this one is a little bit somber today.
Yeah.
We've not both quite got the energy in us.
No.
This one is something that hits.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's a big one. This topic, relationships, etc. It's a big topic. It hits for us. We're not so enthusiastic and so overjoyed to be doing this one. You can probably tell. There's not many jokes.
No, there's not many.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
This is pretty much pure facts. Let's get this through.
But this comes from a place of where, like, this whole topic is a place of freshness for us, as well as I think. It's just quite a serious topic in general. It is like, because obviously while we're talking about it, we're putting our morals and everything on the line of what we think we want out of a relationship.
Yes.
And it is a very serious topic. It is a serious topic to talk about. It's like, in the first, like, what do you want to find in a partner? And now we're talking about what we want in a relationship and everything like that. Yeah. It's a serious topic.
And I think
it's a serious topic.
like when you're talking about what you want to find in a partner, etc., that is very much your own introspective work and how you feel.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about actually relationships.
Yeah.
We've got experience, and it's almost like opening up memories
Oh,
for
the
us.
memories.
It's like we have to actually remember our past relationships, stuff we've done, stuff they've done, and it opens up memories for us. Okay, so it's like
some would say wounds.
Some can be wounds.
Yes, some can be pleasant, but a lot of them can be wounds.
I think my wounds are pretty much healed, to be fair, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel okay with. I don't have any real sadness towards stuff. The only thing I feel bad for is the sins I've committed in life, the bad things that I've done. I feel like, okay, I would like to atone for these bad things that I've done in life. But
I feel that.
But bad things that other people have done,
fuck
that's on them. That's on them. Fuck you. So yeah. Right. So we'll move on swiftly from that one.
Okay.
But that's what we think about it. Okay.
Yes.
So, death in the family, losing job, big negative life events and their impact on your life.
I got a lot to say about this.
Go.
Now this goes joined with living together. If you are in a situation,
give me one moment.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. What do you need?
Just keep talking.
Are you going to stir the food?
I'm going to stir the food.
If you're in a relationship and you're you're getting quite serious and you're living together, and let's say you're not where you want to be career-wise and stuff like that. If you're coming home from your job that you hate,
nice,
and you're
sorry,
if you're coming home from your job you hate,
I'm looking at some tasty fucking food.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
If you're coming home from your job you hate and you are complaining about it every single day and not doing much to change it, and they've got their own stuff going on in their life, and you can't.
I'm sorry, I'm smiling just because I said nice a minute ago. So I'm sorry, bro.
And you can't, they can't express their emotions because you're constantly feeling emotional about how you are in your situation in your life. Say you got, work shit and all this, but they've got bigger things going on. But in your life, you're just sort of wrapped up in your own little head. Then you're gonna fizzle out the relationship.
I think you just spoke obviously entirely from an experience.
Yes, yeah, could you tell?
I was thinking, come on, keep it real, mate. No, but I'll elaborate on that. Say maybe the bit of wisdom you can learn from that is don't get too wrapped up in your own life that you're not considering what's going on in the other person's.
Yes,
always consider your partner, regardless of what's going on in your life. Even if, say, you're the person who's had death in the family, etc. It doesn't necessarily matter the levels of negative impact. You could have had a shit day at work and want to talk about it. They could have had death in the family. Or whatever it is. They've lost their job. You've had a shit day at work. You need to make sure the other person feels valid for whatever they're going through, even if it is lesser than the thing that you're going through per se. You need to validate each other on how you feel, and actually taking that time to connect and validate each other, depending on the various levels. You're just going to appreciate each other more, and it's going to contribute to a good relationship. And it comes back to what relationship do you want? Do the things that would make the relationship you want.
We got to think about it in this way. Some people take on bad news differently. You losing your job, you might be like, whatever. But your partner losing their job might be the end of the world. Or you losing a family member, you may handle it slightly better than they handle losing their job. Do you know what I mean? It's all about how you handle these situations as well, personally, and then how you then talk about it with each other.
Yes,
I
do agree. I think the way that you choose to interact is the most important thing in a relationship. And becoming complacent is just accepting. It's like turning into reactive mode. And it's like when you go into reactive mode, life doesn't get good. Life only gets the same or worse. So that's why I'm so big on be proactive, not reactive. Because if you want to get the life you want, being proactive is the only way you're going to make your life good or better. If you're in reactive, it can only get worse. It just can't get better by accident. Things don't ever get better by accident.
No.
They only get worse by accident. So, and especially in relationships, if you're not thinking, right, what do I want out of this relationship? How can I be doing the things I want to do, or how can I be having the conversations to get the other person to do the things that I want, or not in a manipulative way, but just, you know, in that contractual, like, we care about each other, we want to see the best for each other, so let's figure out what that is and find some agreement. So the discourse that you have, or the, you know, the conversations that you have around these things are the most important thing in a relationship. How you choose to behave and interact is number one.
Number priority. You need to be able to communicate with each other. Communication with each other. Yeah, it is. You can both be going through the worst experience of your life, but if you can communicate well with each other, you stand a far better chance of saving your relationship than sort of trying to work around it and be like, well, I don't really want to talk about it and stuff like that. It's not, you know, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And you know, going back to the point of, like, you know, death, bad job, and everything like that. Don't neglect the little things when shit like that's going on. Like, yeah, you may be feeling horrible. Yeah, they may be feeling horrible. This is more of a reason to plan stuff outside of these things that are going wrong, so your life doesn't get wrapped up with what's going wrong. So, like, dates and stuff like that, it's really important to disconnect from what's going wrong and focus on the relationship and be like, right, we love each other lots. Yes, all these things are going on, but you should pull each other out of those bad situations for a bit and just be able to not talk about that and enjoy your company with each other. Don't use your partner as like a beanbag for all your problems.
What do you mean?
Like, don't. I guess it's a realization of, like, making sure you're not just complaining to your partner all the time, like, about how shit your life is and everything like that. Make sure you tone it in, and they don't become the emotional support that you need.
I think if you're both actively, healthily supporting each other through things, and you're both focused on
the same outcome.
Yeah, it's like, we care about each other and want the best for each other, so we need to put our energy into make sure best outcome for the relationship and best outcome for you and best outcome for me. And that comes in different ways. That can be like joint efforts to support and help build certain things with each other and for the relationship. And also it comes down to, like, giving yourself enough time to get your own shit done as well. Not like having too much of your time and attention go to the other person and the relationship, that all of a sudden all your things get broken down, and then you all of a sudden are scrambling to sort yourself out, and then that's bad. It needs to be, you need to find a balance as quickly and as best you can between effort into the relationship and effort on yourself, your own stuff that you've got going on, whether it be projects or your own self-betterment or, you know, healing or whatever the fuck it is.
You don't want to yo-yo. You don't want to be like, you know, your partner gets down, then you get down, and then they get more down, and it yo-yos back and forth, and you're finding no compromise in the middle, and you're both just sort of going into a mode where you're both getting sadder and sadder about each other's situation.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
I think a relationship will work the best when you're both pretty good at figuring out and doing what you want in life, you know, building the life that you want for yourself. And so then you're both building your own lives for each other, and then the time that you choose to spend together is because you really enjoy spending time together, and then when you spend the time together, you can both build some things together, help the other one build something for them, they help you build something for you. But then aside from that, you are building your own stuff together, whether it be you're improving yourself in a plethora of ways, or you're working on a business, you're trying to learn something new, or developing skills. You should have stuff that you're working towards in your own life. Your own, what did I write down here? Somewhere.
Well, further down the list, there's a part about having your own goals and sticking to them, isn't
Yeah,
there?
your own goals and aspirations, and your own identity as well. Not fully just being like morphing together into something that's, you know, like codependent and all this stuff. But obviously it's very important to put your effort and energy into the relationship as well. I'm not saying solely focus on yourself and building, but it's like the balance between that is something you need to find. You need to find the balance between your own work, their own work, your own time together that you enjoy, and then building something together as well. And helping each other through various things. So that's important. Would you like to add some more?
No. Summed that perfectly. Nice.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go in these absolute just brain mode.
Yeah.
Talk.
No, it's good. You summed up good.
Thank you, man.
I don't disagree.
Thank you.
I agree, in fact.
Good shit. I feel bad sometimes when my brain goes into like profound mode and I just talk. I'm like, Dave needs a chance to talk.
No, it's all right, because I gave my 2 pieces on the beginning, so of the beginning of this subtopic. So
good shit. Right.
I felt like it was a healthy back and forth to a conclusion.
I'll tell you what, all these little things that I said, like, oh, we'll do the events and then we'll do the little bits of advice and stuff afterwards. Yep. We've covered so many of them in.
Yeah, well, so we chucked the advice in with it all.
I know, yeah, but that's the thing. I'm having to like go through and be like, cross that one off, cross that one, so we don't like repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
Right, so the last kind of event, this is a big one, abuse. Okay, so you can be in a relationship where someone can be physically, sexually, mentally, financially abusive.
Yeah.
These are all bad.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you lead with this one because I've just spoke for a while.
That's okay. Well, I mean, how do you lead with this one? Personally, I've never experienced it, so I can't say I come from a place of experience. So maybe I don't actually have a leg to stand on when I talk about this stuff. But
you can have your own idea of morals behind these things as well.
I mean, I think physical abuse is one of those ones that it's right there. You know it's going on. I think
all of them, to be honest. You pretty much should know.
But I think the mental abuse one's the scariest because sometimes you don't know what's going on
because of gaslighting. And
the manipulation and stuff like that. Sometimes you don't have any idea that's going on. And
I do know what you mean.
You feel like you're in the wrong sometimes when you talk to a friend and they're like, "What the fuck? Like that's not." Right. I mean? Like,
I know you don't see it sometimes.
Yeah, you don't.
I'll tell you what.
The things you don't see. And that's difficult. I mean, they're all difficult. The thing is, and like I said, I just have no experience in it at all.
I'll just generically say some things that I think about the topic.
Yeah.
Anyone who would do any of these things to you does not care about you enough to warrant you choosing to be in their life and then you choosing to have them in your life. They don't care about you enough. They are perhaps narcissistic or they have their own goals in mind. Okay.
Yep.
They don't care about you. So if you notice that these things are happening, don't think you can change them because they obviously don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
And if you're in a real tough situation where it seems impossible to leave, you need to find a way to get some help or something. Because I know my heart goes out to them people. It must be tough, especially if you've got kids and stuff.
Yeah.
You need to get away from that person.
I think the biggest one is speak up, isn't it? Speak to someone.
But somehow, because sometimes they get it's bad,
Yeah.
Won't give away too many words, like bad words on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get in real bad situations, man, where like bad things could happen to that person.
It makes me angry thinking about it.
It does. I think anyone who would do this should be bolted in the back of the head, or maybe not, maybe flayed, skinned alive from the toes up. I'm a real big fucking believer in publicly doing bad things to bad people.
Yes.
Pedophiles and stuff like this. They should be skinned alive in the open.
Yes.
Putting it out there.
You need
people who murder, kill kids, abuse them.
Yeah.
People who do tremendously bad things. 25 years in prison.
Yeah. All paid for.
Skin them alive and cut their heads off.
Yeah. Fuck them up.
I honestly don't believe these people can be rehabilitated. They're scum of the earth.
Yeah.
They're not contributing to society. Why should they drain all our taxpayer money? Skin the fuckers.
Yeah.
No one would do it then.
No.
If we were skinning people alive and cutting their heads off,
you would fucking do it.
Nobody would be doing it all of a sudden. All of a sudden, everyone's moral.
Yeah.
And society's actually a bit better. I honestly don't have any sympathy for these scumbags who do stuff like this. But look, if you're if people are in this situation where someone's being abusive to them, just get out. It's not going to be good in the long run, especially if you have kids. Don't want to bring your kids up around that at all for the impact it could have on them, even if they're not being abused in any way. If they're just watching you be abused, they could either think it's normal or it could traumatize them for life. It's not a situation to bring kids up in. But it's not a situation you want to live in.
Yeah, but I feel like with those situations, a lot of people are more scared to be a single parent with their child, you know, because maybe a lot of them rely on their partner financially or some shit like that.
Well, you need to find some way to get help, some way, government assistance, man, something.
Fuck the money, fuck whatever it is, how they're supporting you. If you're getting, you know, if you're getting abused, whichever way it may be, you need to get the fuck out of there. Easier said than done, obviously. But
yeah, well, I mean, I would much rather know that my taxpayer money is going to support a single parent who's fleeing abuse than it is paying for paedophiles' food in prison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would quite. I'm here. You can have my taxpayer money if this is the situation. More than happy.
Yeah.
It's. We should really just you know.
I think there needs to be more fucking vigilante sort of justice in this area. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, not this region of the world, but like in
just like
I'm behind vigilantes.
And I suppose there is, you know, like when to be fair, you know, when fucking paedophiles and shit go to prison, a lot of them don't survive, and that's sort of like the vigilante side of it. A lot of them.
No, they didn't because they were in mixed wards, but
now they have separate.
Because of that, they're in the Chomo ward.
I was going to say Chomo. Can I say Chomo? Yeah, I can say.
I think so. The child molester ward. I think that is ridiculous. You know, if you want to kill or sexually abuse children, you run the risk of being beaten to death in prison. That should be the option, not. Oh, you can do this, and we'll put you with a load of people who think the same thing.
Yeah, you can all conversate about your experience.
Honestly,
fuck that.
I think my firm opinion, right? The people in charge are supporting this type of behaviour by propagating this to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to take a look at the people in charge of this and go, you are supporting people acting like that. Because you can go to prison for a select number of years, be around people who all are into the same thing regarding abusing children, and they can get new ideas and constantly. If you're in a ward of people and they all have the same one interest and it's the one thing they've had to hide from the rest of the world forever, what do you think they're going to be talking about 24/7? Do you think it's going to be the book they read last week?
Oh, fuck no, mate.
No, they're getting new ideas and they're coming out and doing worse stuff than when they went in. If you are one of the people in charge who made this decision, shame on you. Because you are propagating. You are a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking moron.
But it's like these kids, the things they've been through is on your fucking head, mate. Scum. Honestly, I think all people who hurt, do bad things. All people who do bad things to children should be killed in horrific ways
and then burn in hell.
And not be supported in any way by taxpayers' money at all. They're a waste of space on this earth. I really obviously have a kid, and this is a passionate subject of mine.
Yes.
So, look, get out of these situations while you can. Or if you can, and try your bloody best to get out, because it's never going to be good. It's never gonna work out.
No.
It's never gonna work out. Get out before any more bad things happen to you and your family. So that's it.
Well, there's also the topic of partners who abuse substances. Leave.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know.
I think there's levels to it.
It depends.
There's levels to it. Yeah. Let's say they're not like, you're not suffering from abuse, but you're suffering from your partner who is doing stuff recklessly
from their their bad habits and their poor decisions.
Now there are only so many chances you can give these people.
Facts.
So many chances.
Yeah, don't be a mug.
Yeah, don't be a mug.
Don't be a mug.
There's only so many chances, and if you don't see the change, then get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there.
And look, I'm not being funny, but the first time, if the threat to leave is said with conviction, and you will leave, and they know you will leave, and they don't change, they didn't want to be with you. They wanted to do whatever it is more than that. Because if the threat to leave and it's said with, look, I am gonna leave. I'm capable of leaving. I can leave. You sort your shit out, or I'm gone. And they know that, and they still don't sort it out. Just leave. They don't want to be with you.
Waste man.
Yeah,
sort it the fuck out.
Yeah,
like sort it out.
Yes,
you don't deserve to be with people like that. If you've got people who are trying to help you progress in life, and you just keep going to fuck out. Like, now obviously people have addictions and substance abuse and shit like this,
But sort it out. Go to
Sort it
rehab.
out, sort
I'm
it
sure
out,
your
so
partner
go-
would
go
rather see
fucking
you go to
rehab,
rehab than watch you
fucking
piss your life away,
yeah.
inject your life, whatever it is.
Snort your life away. Usually, mate.
It could be anything.
Yeah, it could be fucking anything.
It could be anything, lad.
Yeah, just fucking sort it out.
Sort it out. The thing you said last time. Is this
sustainable for the rest of my life, or should I change it right now?
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Hmm.
Facts. This goes with everything in life.
Yeah, this is just a philosophy of life.
Even things like your bad habits in a relationship.
Yeah.
Will this contribute to me having a healthy relationship moving forwards, or should I change this right now?
I feel like it's a good formula that you can plug into any life situation.
Anything. And I'm so glad you said it.
Yes.
It's one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard.
Good.
Genuinely.
Good.
It's one of those ones you have oh my God, that is applicable to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's brilliant, mate.
Thank you.
Really.
I put a smile on my face.
Big respect for that
yes,
one. You know, if you're listening to this, you're picking up big bits of wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you sift through like this is a pretty serious one, but some of our other ones, we waffle sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you sift through it and you can champ it, there will be some wisdom in there somewhere.
I'm thinking about, mate, like in one of the next few ones that we do, I want to do one that is just not necessarily so based on positive things and not so based on like improvement and morals and guidance and stuff.
Yeah,
because
so we talk about doom.
Maybe doom, but maybe just not something where we're so serious.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It would be nice to do one where we're not so, because we do have like funny side as well.
Yeah.
We're not just all serious.
Yeah, we don't just sit here going right. We need to constantly be on it. Like
we do have a laugh, man.
Yeah,
we do laugh a lot.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Yeah.
It's like, but we are stoic. We do have morals. We do have principles and ideas of how you should operate in life.
Yeah.
And I think that is worthwhile people knowing, because
I think so too.
Especially our generation. A lot of our generation
are degenerates.
Yeah,
I knew where you go.
Yeah, a lot of our generation suffer from degeneration. Fucking degenerates, mate.
I mean, what would we even talk about? Who knows?
Who knows? That's one for another one. That's one for another one. We'll talk about it off there.
Yeah, we'll see. So have we covered all the subjects?
We've covered all the events. Now a couple little tips or something.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I think we just hit about an hour. So we'll just
beautiful. Yeah.
5-10 minutes maybe on this.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then that'll be
run it up. Big boy. Let's hear it.
Keep the romance alive.
Yes.
That's a big thing of the honeymoon phase fizzling out, and the slow degeneration of a relationship into doom.
Yeah.
Keep your romance alive.
This is the small things.
Yeah.
I cannot stress enough.
The little things.
Do not neglect the little things. No matter what. No matter how much you think you're doing enough, do fucking more. Because if you stick with that philosophy and your partner doesn't reciprocate it, then at least you tried your fucking hardest. Like, at least you tried.
You tried your best, and you know that they weren't the right one for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny, but if you're doing the little things all the time and you're constantly proactive in a relationship and they're not doing it, you deserve more.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But keeping a romance alive, make sure you go on dates. Make sure you, and this also, to do with maybe like a healthy sex life and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it can contribute to that. Make sure you actually like spend some time where you're enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
Going out on dates, having fun, having a laugh, doing things that you actually enjoy, and not just doxing around and fuck all at home and all this stuff.
How about the topic of we were talking about this the other day? Not being too disgusting around each other. Now, I don't know how to put it in more applicable words.
Yeah, so I've got this under maintain attraction
section. Good. I'm glad it's
maintain your attractiveness, okay?
Okay.
So there are certain things where
your partner shouldn't see.
Your partner shouldn't be around. I do think there is a kind of line you cross, and there are some images you can't get out of your head, and when you view people in a certain way, the second your attraction to them goes down, it's not going to be good.
No,
you want to maintain your attraction. You want to maintain your attraction to the other person. You want to maintain your attractiveness to the other person as well.
No, this isn't saying you have to be perfect.
No, but you should do your best.
Yeah, you should do your best. You should
try and stay as attractive as you can. You don't want to end up with a bad sex life, no romance, all this stuff. It's not good. Not good.
I think this is a very common problem in the whole entire. Like, I mean,
whole fucking world.
If we could solve this right here on this podcast, we'd be fucking billionaires, mate. If we could sit here and say, well, here's the exact formula of how to keep sex life alive for the next 50 years, you see each other. exclusively. Like that's that's a big fee.
That would be brilliant. But I think
that's a big fee.
I think part of it is maintaining your attractiveness.
Yes.
So that can be, don't let yourself get out of shape. Don't be doing disgusting things in front of each other. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I think a big one is, mate? That doesn't get touched upon a lot.
What?
Stop fucking moaning.
The pity party.
The pity party, like the like the fetus mentality and stuff like this. This is a big one.
Like, I think my own personal opinion is that male, female, whatever, you start to lose respect for your partner.
Yeah.
The more that you hear them pity party and poopy pants and everything.
Yeah.
If you constantly fucking moaning and poopy pantsing your life, they are going to stop respecting you.
Yeah, I think
as a person,
this comes under a big thing of like, no more false promises. Like, don't give out false promises where, like, you know, you're in poopy pants mode and you're like, well, I'm gonna do this and change this and all this. I'm gonna do this and I promise and this and that. And then fucking 1-2 months later, you're still, oh, I can't believe I'm still here. Fuck me, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this shit, mate. And I know I lost respect for myself in that shit. So my partner was probably looking at me like, waste, man. Like, waste, man. And I accept that. And I go, yeah, fucking hell. There's things I should have done. Yeah. I should have been far more proactive in these situations.
Proactive, not reactive, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. It fucking happens, man. Don't let it happen for too long.
No, would it?
I really do believe that, like, friends and family can be there, your like shoulder to moan about things, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should bring that negativity to your partner in your relationship. I think it's you want to be minimizing your negativity around your relationship.
I agree.
I agree. I think your struggles and stuff like that. Like, you should keep them in the loop, but not to the point where you're just poopy pants in it, you know, really going on and on and on and getting that loss of respect. I really don't think. Obviously, it's different. You can have a really mega supportive partner who helps you through with everything, but there's going to come a point where they don't want to hear you fucking moaning, man.
Well, I think the thing is, actually, if you moan about it and change it, brilliant. If you moan about it and don't change it, that's when it starts to get bad. Like, if you talk to, like you said, if you got,
but moaning the word is not productive.
Yeah, okay, not moaning. Let's say you got a problem and you got this problem that you keep expressing to your partner. You're like, right, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Now, let's put it into numbers. Let's say, like, you talk about it twice and you change it. Your partner's like, oh, good, you know, it's changed. You no longer talk about it. The problem's gone.
Yeah.
10, 20 times, you're coming back with the same problem every night, but not doing anything about it as well, and then getting in a bigger rut and still talking about it. Not good. Not good. And that's where your friends and family should come in, and you need to get another outside perspective of it and go, well, I can't talk to my partner about this anymore because I've literally exhausted all their fucking resources by going, well, I'm going to do something and I'm not doing anything about it. And you need to get some outside perspective on it before you fucking start going back and going, well, because your partner's only going to go, well, what are you going to do about it? And if you've done nothing about it, then you're going to feel even more shit.
Facts. Just, this comes to, who do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who just fucking poopy pants everything and doesn't actually get on with it?
No.
You probably should have done that introspective work already.
Yeah.
But if you're in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone and you're still being like that, sort it out.
This is part of your self-development journey. Like, this is something where you've got to recognize patterns where you go, okay, I've got something going on. I can either complain about it or do something about it, proactive or reactive. Do I want to talk to my partner about it? Yes. But you have to make sure if you're going to talk to your partner about it, you have the capability to change what's going on as well.
I agree.
Good.
Yeah, you should always be thinking, how is this serving me? My actions, their actions. Yeah. What would I like to change? How am I going to do it? All these various things, and do that.
Yeah.
Do it. Be proactive, not reactive. Yeah. Always.
So good shit. Is there any more little points?
Yeah.
Right,
so
let's hear it.
So the love language stuff.
Yeah.
From the first one, you know, you should have an idea of the love language you want to be expressed, and the idea, an idea of the love language that they want. Don't start relaxing the way that you're expressing love. You should.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged, mate.
It happens, bro.
Yeah.
But like, look, moving forwards, you've learned.
Yeah.
Perhaps, hopefully, you can
yeah.
apply.
Do
you
big,
know what I mean?
Big lessons there. Yeah.
So hopefully you can be like, okay, look, they like their love to be expressed this way. I'm going to constantly make sure I'm expressing love to them in this way that they like it.
Yeah, and if you know what the thing is, you could express it in other ways that they may not feel that love as much as you are trying to give it over
because of the love language.
Because of love language, and that's not their fault. It's not their fault, and it's not your fault either. It's no one's fault. It's just the love languages aren't matching, and that's fine. You just got to change it up a bit. Don't fucking lose hope and be like, oh wow, I'm showing all this love and they're not appreciating it. They may appreciate it, but maybe you're not getting the exact reaction you want. Just work out the love languages. Like maybe you think, oh, I want to buy my partner something very expensive. Maybe that's your love language, and they may go, well, why? You know, I'm not. Why? Why? I didn't. You know, they'll be appreciative. Hopefully, appreciative of what you've given them, but you may next week you may get them a little fucking what's it called, like a photo album of everything you've done together. Cost you like 10 quid.
Yeah,
and they show all the love you've ever seen. This is what you need to work out. You need to work out what those love languages are.
Definitely, but that's again part of like the part one. You should figure out how you express your love, how you want to be expressed love, and try and find someone compatible.
Yeah.
And you know, if not, and you end up falling in love with someone, and your love languages are different,
then adapt.
Yeah, you need to have these conversations. Yeah. Look, I like my love to be expressed this way, and the thing is, sometimes it doesn't come naturally to the other person, and if it will never, then as much as you have feelings for that person, they're not the right one for you.
Yeah.
And tough shit at the end of the day. Harsh reality. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So if they have to force themselves to express love to you in a way that matches you, they are not the one for you.
Well, I think a hard one's the ingrained, like, let's say like physical affection and shit like that. If you're an affectionate person, they're not. That's going to be constantly playing on you. If they're an affectionate person and you're not, it's going to be playing on them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've felt this. I'm an incredibly affectionate person.
And as I've worked
having
out,
that not received and reciprocated is horrendous.
Yeah. Fortunately, I've been in relationships where it's been shown both sides. But I can imagine trying to show my partner affection, and it's sort of brushed to the side. I bet it's fucking heartbreaking, mate.
Facts.
Yeah, I bet it's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's horrible, mate.
Yeah. And
but I would never be in that situation again.
Yeah, put it that way.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Since I've been in it, if I was in a relationship where I'm showing affection and it's not being received, I will leave immediately.
Yeah.
Or
you have a conversation about it and then go from there.
No,
not even a conversation.
No, genuinely. Yeah. Like I said before, like I've been through things now that are so. I'm not gonna do things that could jeopardize fucking it up, and I'm not gonna put up with things that jeopardize fucking it up. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like probably you'll find out if they will receive your affection well during the like getting to know if this is the relationship for you stage.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a relationship and that stuff starts happening, I just like, or if I'm getting in a relationship, I just wouldn't entertain it any further. It'd just be like, look, the way I show affection is this way. If you're not into that, that is all good. But see ya.
Yeah. I think it's really easy to say that in hindsight, or not. Well, in foresight and all that. What's the saying for that? It's easy to say it now.
Foresight, I suppose.
Foresight, yeah. It's easy to say it now, but I guess let's say you fall madly in love with someone, and then you realise, oh no, the affection's gone or something. Not gone, but they're not quite as affectionate as they were in the honeymoon phase. But that can be difficult.
Yeah, but it's just like, look, can you see this going the long distance, being with them forever?
No.
And if the answer is no, then there's no point dragging it on any longer.
Yeah.
So
but then
you can in some situations, you can have the conversations and it can rectify.
Have you got to weigh up that maybe this person's absolutely perfect, apart from they just don't show you enough affection physically? You've got to weigh up those options and be like, wow, one thing's wrong, 200 things are right.
Yeah, but this is again part of the first one.
Yeah.
You need to figure out, is this a deal breaker or not.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
how many sacrifices can I make in this?
But there are some things that are deal breaker. Like for me, affection is a deal breaker,
and that's okay.
It is a deal. Like like they could be on paper everything else, but affection. If I'm such an affectionate person, if they're not at least going to, they don't have to reciprocate necessarily the same amount.
Energy. Yeah.
It would be nice if they did. It would be fucking lovely.
Yeah.
But if they don't, it's like, at least accepting it. And it would be nice if they liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, in an ideal world, but like if it's just not the one for them, then they're not the one for me, and it doesn't really matter who they are. Like for me, it's a affection is a deal breaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big one for me. I would not be happy in a relationship if affection is not matched.
Yeah.
And I know that.
Yeah. So like I said, I've been fortunate where it's been okay. And I'm a very affectionate person as well. More behind closed doors, like the closed door.
Yes, yes. Well, I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't mind a cuddle in public, but snuggling up to each other and watching a movie and like the simple things like stroking the arms and stuff like that. That's
lovely.
Yeah, it fucking is, mate. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm very fortunate to experience it.
One day, hey.
Yeah.
One day we'll feel that again.
Yeah, mate.
No, but I mean,
and you will. No, you will, mate. You will. Honestly, you will.
One day, man.
You'll find, and when you do,
one day it'll be fucking amazing.
Yeah, you will.
It'll be amazing.
You'll feel that. I mean, it's a profound statement, but you will feel that peace. That peace.
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah. For real.
I can't wait, man. The thought of actually being in a relationship again and feeling love and a person being the things that I want is amazing. Like it's like I can't imagine anything better.
Good.
It would be nice.
Good.
It would be very nice. When that happens one day, I will be very happy.
Good.
I'm very keen for that, to be honest. Not it's not that like I'm
you're not begging for it.
I'm not desperate for it. I'm take or leave a partner like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like if my life would be better with this partner and they meet the criteria for long term, yes.
Yeah.
If not, I'm grand on my own.
Yeah.
I don't need things from other people.
No.
Again, like the sex drive and stuff. I don't need sex from other people to have a fucking functioning life.
No.
It's all good, mate. But like when I have that person who they're in my life for the better, and I just love them. I just can't wait, mate. I just can't wait. And hopefully all these things line up, affection and all this stuff, and life will just feel so good. And I can't wait for that, mate.
Yes, mate.
I really can't wait.
Preach, mate.
The thought of it makes me excited.
Yeah, mate.
But not rushing it. So, okay. Right, the last couple ones, right?
Let's try and join them together if you can.
I'm going to do that all right now. All of them I'm going to put down in one. So,
I'm ready. Oh, no.
So, I'll call it jealousy.
Okay.
So, something to be mindful of is being respectful to your partner, to not incite or induce jealousy.
Yeah.
So, don't be flirting with other people.
Yep.
Okay. And being respectful with the things that you post on social media as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Important.
Very important.
Don't be
playing mind games to get your partner jealous. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. But not just that. Don't be advertising yourself on social media.
Yeah.
Don't be posting pictures with people that your partner's not going to be happy about. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like if you know that your partner is jealous of this person, say, I don't know what the situation is. Maybe you've slept with them before, but you're still mates or something. I don't know.
No, it can be like that. Yeah,
it can be like that.
It can
happen. Maybe you've kissed them before.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just have a feeling or something. Maybe don't be doing this on social media. I don't know.
Well, I think in a subcategory you can talk about like if your partner's got an intuition about someone who is not good, not like you get a feeling of someone else.
Yeah.
And you're like,
hang on.
Yeah,
I've got a funny feeling about this person.
Let's say in like straight relationship, me as a dude, See another dude.
You're going to pretend to be the dude.
Yeah, I'm going to be the dude.
Yeah. No, you're going to pretend.
I'm going to pretend to be the dude.
Yeah.
See another dude who likes my partner. Now, to her,
this is literally.
Yeah, to her,
this is one of these.
Yeah, he's all innocent and
Good
like,
shit.
Yeah, this is really nice. And
I see through that motherfucker.
yeah, I see right
I see
fucking
through
through
that
you, mate, you
motherfucker.
dickhead.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
dickhead.
you fucking
Get out of here.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
And when your partner says this to you, and your partner says, "Look, there are bad intentions here. Understand, I can see this."
Yes.
If your partner is not willing to take this into consideration and come up with an action plan of what you're going to do about this situation, this is not fucking good. This is why are they entertaining this? If you've got a genuine worry about someone who could potentially ruin your relationship, and your partner,
you sound enthusiastic, bro. You sounding enthusiastic.
I am fucking enthusiastic. Then why the fuck are you still entertaining it? Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Why are you still entertaining it? If your partner is like, right, danger, listen to him and go, well, yeah, probably actually.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking stupid, mate. It's stupid.
Yeah, always make sure to try and validate the facts, feelings of your partner, the thoughts of your partner.
Yeah, fucking hell.
At least consider it.
Yeah,
at least fucking consider it.
Yeah.
And if you have logical arguments for it, then present them.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you tell I've had this in the past?
No,
good.
No.
Yeah, good. I thought I came
No
off a bit.
idea.
I thought I came off a bit hard there. You know.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's the most animate you've been all
Yeah.
podcast, mate.
Yeah, mate.
If you fucking this
you fucking knobhead, yeah.
listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It infuriates me, mate. And it comes under the whole premise of like jealousy and everything like that. I'm not the jealous type, but I would tell you straight up, look, there's something fucking going on here. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not.
I think I can be jealous, but I'm not. I'm based in logic and reasoning.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't. I can be jealous of things, but it wouldn't be illogical. It would only be in a situation where it's like, hang on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, you have the reason of you trust your partner. So that's how I always looked at it. It's like, okay, why be jealous when I can look at my partner and go, I trust you. And if something goes on, well, then there you fucking go.
Yeah, and if you don't trust your partner, maybe don't be with them.
Yeah, that's good advice. Solid.
If you're like, oh, I'm so what if they do this? What if they do this?
Yeah.
That I know.
Mate, I've got so many stories of friends who have like had exes and they're like, oh yeah, well they still keep their old like couple like boy exes on their fucking Snapchats and stuff like this. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And they like message. What? What the fuck are you saying?
I think I'm not being funny, but I don't think even anyone you've slept with you should be friends with.
No, you shouldn't. No.
I don't think you should be around people you've slept with.
No.
No. When you get into a relationship, I think they should be gone.
Yes. No, I agree.
I agree. That's how it is. I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
It's just
fuck yeah, mate.
It's like a big red flag. I think. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a big red flag, man.
Well, you sort of almost look at it like, well, what is it? A backup option? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't know. People might call me, people might think it's toxic or something like that.
It's not toxic, mate. Nah,
I think, but we think this way. But some people might be like, oh, but we're still such good friends.
Yeah, fuck you then.
Well, no.
No. That's how I look at it, mate. I think like if you're in a committed
you're so infused by this, man.
Yeah, because it's frustrating.
No, but I tell you the difference between me and you when I'm doing this podcast. I'm thinking about every situation in the world, and you're thinking about you and your past.
No, because I'm thinking like,
I promise you that's what's happening.
I want to put it out to the world as well. I want people to realise like, if you tell your partner something's dodgy and they don't listen. No.
This is not what I'm talking about now.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about being around people you've slept with or are exes of you.
Well, yeah.
Regardless of this other stuff that you've brought it up.
Yeah. So there are situations where
even if they're okay with it, they're okay with you being around exes and stuff. I think it's a little bit dodgy. People can say, oh, you know, that's toxic. Oh, we're just good friends and all this stuff. Like, oh yeah, we slept together.
It depends.
I just personally don't think that is healthy.
Yeah. So
that's just my opinion. I don't think.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it depends on how your partner talks about them. You know, when you're around these people, like if say your partner's around an ex a lot or someone they've slept with a lot, but somehow you're integrated in a friendship group or something. I don't know. You've got to be very open with the communication about that and be like, right, if they say something like, well, you know, we're gonna go on a walk or some shit. No, Like, it's not on. Do you know what I mean?
It's just the thing is, it already puts your back up to it because you're already, regardless of what the relationship between you and them is now.
Yeah.
The thought that you've already
seen each other naked,
you've already
had
been
sex.
there. It's like you can't really ever fully trust that. I think. I don't think. No, I don't think you could ever look at that and be like, "Oh, nothing's going to happen." If you do, naive as fuck.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
And it's like
in every situation I've been in where like it's been anecdotal, I've always kept my guard up in those situations.
And I tell you what, I see loads of videos of people online saying like, "Oh, don't ever trust the guy that's in the friend zone because I've been the guy in the friend zone and I fucked all of them."
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh,
mate, I follow the motto.
Do you know what I mean?
A shoulder to crowd is a dick to ride on. Like, and that's how I look at it. It's like if you've got another guy who you're going out with and like emotionally complaining about and shit like this, I'm wary of that. I'm like, wow.
It's just about respecting boundaries and shit in a relationship. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Controlling partners and stuff like that. Because sometimes they might have problems of people to control you. Yeah. And like might just want to control things you do and all this stuff. That's bad. Big red flag. End. Yeah. End it. That's what I think. End it. Yeah. Second they start controlling you, done. Blah 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 blah. My life, not yours. Fuck off.
Yeah. I think
it's like controlling from a like. Not controlling, but suggesting I have a bad feeling about this, or I don't like this, or I don't like this person, or I don't like this in a relationship is okay. But if it is actually controlling, not good.
Yeah, well, you can put it into like different points. Like controlling would be like, right, I don't want you going out tonight. I don't want you like, I don't want you to be in a situation where you could get hit on and stuff like that. That's controlling. Like being like,
just you can't do this.
Yeah,
you can't do this.
But if you bring up a like, right, I'm a bit wary of this guy. Just be aware of that. Like, it's a bit. Well, then that's just voicing like a thing that a potential ending to something or a concern. Should we put?
Yeah. I think voicing concerns or feelings about things are okay, but then again, you just don't know how people will try and manipulate you. You don't know what the stance is someone will take. Sometimes you actually don't know what people will do to manipulate you. Yeah. So given a long enough time frame, you can find out if someone's a narcissist and they're doing that stuff. But it's like sometimes you're not really certain. So it's like try and figure out if they're controlling or if this is genuine. And if you get it wrong, then peak.
That's it.
What can you do if you get it wrong? Oh well, learn from it.
You learn to look out for the signs earlier.
Yeah. Look, so that's all the topics we got. Yeah. I think we've obviously both been through some things. We've been through some things. We've learned from them. Yeah. I think I'm excited at the prospect of getting into a good relationship at some point. Yeah. I think I'm at a point where I'm at a point where it's like if it were to happen, I'm content with that, and I would entertain things now, but only if I could see it going long term. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If they would be good for my son, good for me moving forwards, if I could add value to their life, if I really enjoy spending time with them, etc. Then I'm like, yeah, look, I would definitely entertain a relationship, and I'm looking forward to being in a good relationship. Good. Are you hopeful for the future?
Yes, I'm currently in the retrospective position. Like,
you'll recoup.
Yeah, I'm recoup.
Learn the lessons.
Learn the lessons. Yeah, figure it out. And I'm also in the stage of developing career and everything like that. So I'm in the early stages of like, well, it's a really cheesy thing to say. Like, it's like a cliche to say like I'm working on myself, but I'm working on myself. Do you know what I mean?
But when you're being proactive, not reactive, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And as the Chinese proverb goes, mate, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, mate.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm hopeful though, man.
I'm hopeful,
not necessarily hopeful, but it's just like that feeling will be nice. Yeah. When it comes and it's good. Oh.
It's not all doom and gloom, mate, and it's not all
sunshine.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
But you got to make sure you're being proactive and don't let the doom happen. There's so many lovely aspects of relationship. That's the thing. There's so many that are so worth it, and really having that person in your life that is there all the time, and you share your life. And if you do really get along, and you share your life with that person, It is so lovely, man.
It's beautiful.
It's so lovely.
It's beautiful, mate. It is something that cannot be matched.
Yeah.
In any way, really. I mean, you are two people who are not becoming one in the sense of dependence, but you're becoming one. You are you are on this mission in life together to go through every trial and tribulation life can chuck at you. And
to partnership,
have, and to have a partner with you who is going to stand by you that whole way, and you're going to stand by them that whole way, is the most beautiful thing that can happen to you on this planet.
Yeah, and even though I don't need it, I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing. Should we sign off, bro?
Yes.
Good shit.
That was a real one, mate.
I know, man. I know we were both a little bit apprehensive about that one, to be fair.
Well, we got the breakup one next, mate. So that's
going to be better.
Yeah, I think so.
That's going to be easier, I think. Because breakups are just like, oh, fuck you.
Wow.
Oh, so many things can happen post breakup, but that's for another day. 2 or 3 weeks time.
I'm gonna make sure I'm charged up for that one, mate. I want to maybe a heavy session before.
Yeah, I'm thinking
maybe a coffee as well.
Yeah, we're both gonna do a big upper session before that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come in, stuffed our faces full of food.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be
food after. Food after. Yeah. Food after.
Got that hunger.
Yeah.
We barely eaten anything all day.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, fuck this bitch.
Yo, fucking had enough of this shit.
Yeah, you know what? All that you said, all that you did, you're a dickhead. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's sign off time.
And that is
on that note,
no, that's a little taster.
Yeah.
Keep you wanting to see more.
Yeah. That's like the preview.
Yeah. No, I doubt it.
No, I don't think it's going to be that charged.
It won't go like that. It won't go like that. But
there might be
maybe it will be. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I could see myself. Getting heated. To be fair, bro.
I like heated podcasts.
Look, we'll see. Look, we got to keep them a bit like, oh, is he gonna? Is he not gonna? You know
just out of nowhere. Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about fucking breakups.
Yeah. Just we talk about breakups, and then this bitch. She did this. Yeah. So, Zen. Right. If you like the video,
like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts. If you got any comments, comment.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want us to talk about in the future, comment it. Message us on the Instagram. Message us on Facebook if you know us personally.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your feedback. Any way, shape, or form, amazing. If you made it this far through this video and all the other videos, big pat on the back.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we love it. Thanks for your support. Everyone who's messaged, everyone who's still watching, really appreciate it.
Hey, the first video's nearly hit 200 views, mate, which is
nearly. Which is like, I thought it would hit 10, bro. Not gonna lie. So anything above 10 is wins for me.
Yeah.
So I'm
it's not quids in, but it's wins. And that's what matters.
W's only. Yeah. W gang.
Yo.
Cringe.
A little bit, but that's all right, man. I'll let it slide.
Good shit. So, what other things are there? Okay, all good. Hope you enjoyed the video.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, tune in a couple of weeks for part 3 of this series.
Yeah.
But we'll have some more, hopefully, interesting things coming up next.
We've got an interesting one coming up. Maybe to some.
Don't talk about it. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Do you know which one I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. No.
What were you doing? Mate, you know your mic is right next to your face.
Chess! The chess video.
Your mic is right next to your face.
Yeah.
You hear me? I just mouthed the words, yeah?
I whispered. Hopefully, I shouted it now. The chess video. We're going to do that at some point.
Oh, game chess. Yeah.
We're going to do a game of chess. And just have it. It's going to be a light-hearted shit.
And it won't be an episode. It'll just be Dan and Dave play chess.
Yeah. It'll be like...
Dan wins.
Dan wins 2 out of 5 games. Congratulations.
Dan wins.
Yeah.
He
doesn't win. Don't worry about it.
Well, what we'll have to do is we'll have to do just one game. It'll just be like a 10-minute. It'll just be like a 10-minute video. Bang. We play chess. Watch it.
Sounds ideal. Right, let's clock off.
Dan and Dave rematch. Bang. Okay.
Yeah.
Clock off. Yeah.
Right.
Done all that stuff. Sell that stuff. Amazing.
Right, one big toke. Celebration toke.
Yeah. Lots of love to everyone watching. Really appreciate it.
This is becoming one of my favourite routines of the week. It's good shit, mate.
Yeah, same. I'm looking forward to it every week as well.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of thought, man. I'm thinking about this stuff a lot, writing shit down on my phone notes all the time, restructuring. You don't understand the effort I'm going in to make this content for you guys. I'm thinking about it. And if you don't like it, fuck you.
Wow. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. Every time like, fuck you.
Yeah.
All the people clicking off 7 minutes in.
Dickhead. You're missing all the
You're never
juice,
going to watch
mate.
this, are you? You fucking cunt, are you, mate? Oi.
Knob stain, mate.
Fucking dickhead. Right. Yeah.